My name is Brian Grabinski. I am the showrunner of the 2015 NWI Comic-Con. We are inside Chemshaw 13, Donuts and Comics. I've been going to Comic-Cons myself for years, probably since I was 9 or 10 years old. It was just a love that I've always had. I've noticed that Northwest Indiana didn't have anything like that. You know, you could go to Chicago, you could go to Indianapolis, but you just didn't have anything within the region. So I decided, why not have a con here? Why not have a family-friendly, affordable comic book convention in Northwest Indiana? The first year was pretty amazing. We were estimating, you know, maybe 900 to 1,000 attendees. Our total numbers that we can count was over 2,100. And that's pretty good for a first year show. And that also showed me that there is a need for something like this within Northwest Indiana. Changes for this year, we did grow a little bit. We don't want to go too big too fast. We added about 50 more tables. We added some more entertainment. So let's say there's people there that aren't really into comics, but they brought their kids. So we have a magic show. We have live speaking panels. We have a kids costume parade. We have a cosplay contest. We have a live band. I mean, just something for everyone. It's $8 for adults, $2 for kids. Food concessions, snack vendors, artist alley, dealers, VIP guests. I mean, the list just goes on and on. For that price, it's a pretty amazing show. What sets us apart is really the affordability. This is like a throwback Comic-Con to the ones that I used to attend in my youth, where it didn't cost you, you know, $30 to get in the door, and each autograph was an additional $30. And celebrities are great. And that's why it's great to have shows like Wizard World and C2E2, because I'm small time, you know, I can't afford guests like that. But the reason you come to my show is to meet the artists behind the books, you know, talk to the creators, learn something more about the independents. We have a lot of local talent, and this show really highlights that. For first-time con attendees, coming to this con it's a smaller, mid-sized dose of what a bigger convention can offer. So if you've never been to a show, or if you're nervous about going to a show, or you're not sure if you'll have a good time at a show, this is a great starting point. Not only is the admission affordable, it's definitely family-friendly, it's definitely family fun, and you would definitely have a good time. You know, I collect a lot of comics. Nowadays, I do a little bit of digital and a little bit of print. I find that digital comics are the next generation, and they're a little bit more cost-effective. The genre, to me, is like an escape from reality. You have your regular 9 to 5, you have your daily grind, but you can always escape into a comic book or a video game or a movie. I don't think that's just for me. I think that's for everyone that's into pop culture. There just wasn't one in our area. You either have to drive 45 minutes to Chicago or 2 hours to Indianapolis just to get your geek on, you know, meet creators, see the cosplayers, buy things that you just can't obtain through the internet or at shops. Considering Northwest Indiana's growing geek community, it made it an ideal choice. You have 10th Planet, you have Amazing Fantasy, you have Creative Comics, you have Chemshaw, Donuts and Coffee and Comics, you know, so it just made sense. A lot of them support me 110%. I do have Creative Comics on board, 10 Planets on board, Amazing Fantasies on board, and it's nice that when local shops show interest in a local convention, you know, it makes it so much better. Some of the guests I'm super excited about are Mike Norton, who is the creator of Battle Pug. He works with Tim Seeley, who happens to be another guest at the show, who they both are pretty well known in the comic industry. You know, they've worked on Superman, Batman, Revival, Battle Pug, Hack Slack, G.I. Joe. I mean, the list goes on and on. We also have Corey Hampshire, who is local to Northwest Indiana, who's also worked for Marvel and DC and Image. He's another big name, and I'm super happy to have him on board. We also have Matthew Waite, Douglas Kaluba, and the list just, I mean, there's just so many. I just want to say that it's going to be bigger and better than 2014. You definitely want to come out. Once again, it's $8 for adults, $2 for kids, totally free parking, concessions, cosplay contest, and we're also collecting donations for 2 local charities. One is the Humane Society of Calumet. The other is NIC, which is the Northwest Cancer Kids. And those charities are important to us, and we are having an auction and a sale at the show. All proceeds will be given to these charities, and hopefully you can come out. The 2015 NWI Comic-Con is located at the Halls of St. George in Cherville, Indiana.